Hello, I'm Michael Brook, and this is NLP for Influence. This episode of NLP for Influence sits firmly with personal success strategies. Now, we've covered a couple of personal success strategies before where we focused on beliefs and managing limiting beliefs. But in this message, I want to share with you my favourite way we can keep focused on our goals and make them work for us. So if you're new to NLP for Influence, you just might want to consider subscribing to this channel. It's completely free, and just make sure you keep up to date with the good stuff, and it prevents you from missing out on anything. And if you like what we cover today, just give me the thumbs up, hit the like button. I'd appreciate if you do this because it lets me know what you'd like more of. So you may be asking yourself, is this really related to neurolinguistic programming? And the answer is yes. The model I'll show you in a moment, which will help you and I keep focused on our goals, keep you motivated and maintain productivity, relates very much to the NLP model of TOTE. Here's the model on the screen. TOTE represents or stands for test, operate, test and exit. And this is all about having a feedback loop and changing what we are doing based on that feedback. And as we know, it's important not to keep doing the same old, especially if it's not working for us. As the saying goes, if you keep doing what you've always done, you will get what you've always got. So building a feedback loop into our goal setting strategies makes absolute sense to me. So our model starts with a goal. I work with lots of businesses as a business strategist and coach, and goal setting is often an established practice and it's built into appraisals and that type of thing. However, a goal without a plan is really just a paper exercise or a wish list. And I often see people just paying lip service to goals that have actually been set for them. The next step is the plan, and I suppose this is often the first point of failure. Not planning the work based on your goals set. Once we have a plan, that plan needs to be executed and we need to take action. Many of you will heard me talk about the importance of a to-do list, or an action plan as I prefer to call them. But once again, this can be the next point of failure, not taking the action necessary to plan and achieve the goal. Once we start putting our goals and plans into action, inevitably we're going to get feedback. And there are two types of feedback, or should I say, feedback comes from two different sources. The most obvious is the feedback that comes directly to us from our actions, external feedback. This is the feedback from the people around us, and more importantly, feedback from our achievements or results when we take the action based on our plan. And sometimes we find ourselves not achieving the goals. And if this happens, it might be that what we're doing, the action we are taking, is not the right action or the most appropriate action for this situation. And if we go back to our NLP model of behavioural flexibility, and I'll just remind you of that, that's know what you want, pay attention to what you're getting, and if you're not getting what you want, do something different. So, what if we're not achieving our goals? The first thing we need to ask ourselves is, are we doing the right things? Are these the right actions or behaviours? The next point of failure might be that we have the wrong plan, in which case we just need to revise the plan and plan to do something different. Interestingly, in my experience working with businesses and business people, rarely is it the wrong goal. But I have a caveat for that. I should say that the goals that are based on our overall purpose are usually the right goals. And there is the biggest point of failure, where goals are not linked to an overarching purpose for the business or the individual. These are the ones that often don't work. Of course, that's not to say that it might not be the wrong goal, and in which case we really do need to examine what we're trying to achieve. The next type of feedback we get is an internal feedback. And that's how we feel about what we're doing. And it may be that we are absolutely achieving what we want to achieve, but perhaps like me, sometimes you find yourself achieving but not feeling good about it. This is often because our overall goal is in conflict with our core beliefs and values. And I'm sure, like me, you can see the importance of having a feedback loop. This just keeps us focused on setting the right goals, having the right plan, and doing the right things. And if the feedback loop tells us something is wrong, then we need to change. And we need to change what we're doing and do something different. Thanks for watching NLP for Influence, and I look forward to seeing you next time when we look at another NLP strategy for change and success.